Welcome to Court Helicopter News, where we are on the mood of Easter holiday. We wish you a very good and fantastic Easter holiday, starting from Good Friday to Easter Monday. As we are on duty, always telling you the law as it is. Today we are looking at the question: can you build any type of building anywhere on your land? Is there any law that can tell you you can't build such a building here? Are you aware? You can be told that you cannot build a building of your type. You can't put a gazebo here. Wakili Dan Sanomari and Court Helicopter News brings you the Fiscal and Use Planning Building Regulations. That is number 239 of 2021. Under this, the fiscal planning is very critical. The reason that we put this before you is that many people have title deeds. They buy land, they think they will put a factory there, only to be told the factory, this is not an industrial place for factories. You buy land, you want to put a petrol station somewhere, then you are told this one is not planned for that. You buy land, you want to build a church, then you are told this one is not planned for that church. You build land somewhere, you buy land in town and you want to build 100 because you went to China, you got a Chinese contractor, or you went to Thailand, you have a contractor, you have a partner. He has told you, let us draw the designs. We want to build a building worth 20 floors. Then you are told you cannot build here more than 3 floors. Have you ever seen near the barracks, near the military installations, have you ever seen a tall building? Why? You can never see a tall building next to a military installation. Have you ever seen buildings around stadiums? Can you build a very tall building around the stadium so that your tenants can be watching Arsenal playing without paying entry? You cannot. Have you known that some estates you cannot build at a simple building because of the zoning rules? Now you know. The Fiscal Planning Department of Government has planned every place for everything. If you check Nairobi, Nairobi has a master plan. Kisumu has a master plan. All the urban centers, all the urban cities have master plan, and they have zoned high density zones. Have you ever known why Karen, the land is a quarter an acre and above? That is called low density areas. Have you ever gone to Huruma? You'll see where with the high density buildings, in one building, 10,000 people staying there. Check the estates like Pipeline. Check the estates like Umoja 2. Check those estates. Those are high density, where populations are. Today, you now know that before you buy land, know whether the government has planned that place to be for the cemetery. For example, Nairobi Cemetery is already declared full. Have you bought a place where Nairobi Cemetery, they sit there, where they are going to do their cemetery? Let us see what the law talks about it. It says, Section 4, any person who intends to erect a new building or make alterations or additions to an existing building, whether permanent or temporary, shall, and I repeat, shall be required to submit a building plan before obtaining development permission. People are getting shocked. You cannot renovate your toilet until you have plan you take for approval. You cannot add a roof to your building unless you do a architectural plan, you take it to the county government for approval. Many people are shocked. Revenue from the county government comes from this. And they are meant to protect houses from collapsing. Let us see. These are the only things that you are allowed to build without approval of the fiscal planner. These are the only things. 1, a dog kennel for domestic use. Hiyo utajenga tu. But if it holds more than 10 dogs, if it is a kennel that is holding more than 10 dogs, you must get approval of the county government of Nairobi or the county government of Nyamira. 2, you can build a poultry house holding less than 50 chicken in urban areas. If you have chicken up to 50, if they are more than 50, you must get approval from the county government. 3, you are allowed to build a greenhouse not measuring more than 500 square meters in an urban area. If it is more than that, you need approval. D, what about the garden? Every mama has a small garden ya kuweka kamboga kake, managu, neto mulenda, sijui what. The law is tough. A garden tool, shed, or a small storage. That one you don't need approval. Then a car shed and a gazebo. You can put your car shed. You don't need an approval. Or a gazebo, nobody wants an approval. F, temporary and semi-permanent structures in an area not categorized as an urban area, a municipality or a city under the urban areas. You can build a semi-permanent structure in your rural village. But if it is permanent, now you know. You went home, na mafundi, na pesa, you want to build a home. If it is going to be permanent, you must get approval from the county government where you are staying. So all permanent houses, there must be approval. G, a temporary site house or a store. That one you can build a temporary site house. H, a movable tent meant for temporary accommodation, not exceeding 30 days. If you are putting a tent, I know many of you are going to put tents at home. If that tent stays there for more than 30 days, you must get approval of the county government of your own county. Can you imagine? More than 30 days, putting a tent, you must get approval. Lastly, a site comes for major projects in compliance with the relevant laws. So that is what the law says. So what is this thing called approval? What are you supposed to do? Every plan must be catered for the following. Are you staying in a gated community? Very many Nairobians are staying in a gated community. But do you know the law of a gated community? Tatu City. You're staying in Siju what? What does the law say for that? The standards and considerations in section 5(2). If it is a housing estate, the housing estate must provide for a tree cover of at least 5% of the total land area covered by the houses. 5% of your estate must be green. So if anybody has built back to back and there is no green place for children to play, for people to walk, to sit and take sunbath, my friend, that estate is illegal. It will be demolished. 5% of a gated community estate must have what we call green space. 2, if it is agricultural land, you have got to provide a minimum percent of 10% for farm forestry. So the Fiscal Planning Act is very critical because under the Fiscal Planning Act, it deals with of your land. It deals with what we call the spaces in front of a building. It looks at the minimum measurements for the courtyards. It deals with the service area, what space you are supposed to live there. It deals with offensive sites. It deals on a reduction of a plot area. It deals with plot coverage. How do you cover your plot? It deals with the safety of the building, the lighting of the building, canopies, the projections, the front edges, access from front and from back. It deals with the very many infrastructure and all those issues. So the question that I'm asking, did you buy land that already had been put for SGR? This, they plan ahead for government. Have you bought land that is going to be taken by the dams that the government wants to build for water? Wakili Dan Sanumari always is a pleasure telling you, read the fiscal planning. Before you buy land, I said, get a surveyor, go to the fiscal planning unit. At every county office, there is a fiscal planning unit. Check whether that land has been planned for something. Don't buy. Don't come crying that you never followed this. Okili, Dan Sanumari wishing you a happy Uji festivities or soda festivities as you pray to the Almighty God to celebrate Easter.